Just make sure you're smiling. The coaches love to see that. They like when athletes win a better understanding on different things before tryouts. Remember to like, comment, and subscribe. Hey y'all, welcome back and welcome to my channel. For the people that are new here, my name is Gigi, and as you can tell by today's title, I'll be doing a get ready with me for cheerleading practice. Tomorrow, I'm also going to be giving you guys some tips and tricks on how you can make your high school team. Before you continue watching the rest of this video, I would appreciate it if you like, comment, and subscribe because it helps this channel out so much, and I appreciate it a lot. Y'all also don't mind what I'm watching right now. I usually get some inspo from other YouTubers, but yeah, I'm just watching a back to school haul because y'all know I'm doing my back to school haul soon, which my plan is to provide you guys with that like early August. Hopefully I can get it done, but yeah, that's basically it. I have cheerleading practice tomorrow morning, so I'll be doing like the get ready with me tomorrow morning and then like the tips and tricks tomorrow. So that's basically the plan. The next time I'll talk to y'all is going to be in the morning. Bye y'all. Alexa, delete alarm.
Every night I rush to my bed with hopes that maybe I'll get a chance to see you when I close my eyes. I'm going out of my head, lost in the fairy tale. You hold my hands and be my guide. Clouds filled with stars cover your skies, and I hope it rains for the perfect lullaby. What kind of dream can be a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare? Either way, I don't wanna wake up like a sweet dream or a beautiful nightmare. Somebody fix me.
20 minutes later.
I'm tired. Like I couldn't go to sleep at all last night. Alright y'all, so now is the time that you all have been waiting on. Before I begin and give y'all the tips, I want y'all to know that the school that I go to is like a school. Sorry y'all, these aren't even my real glasses. These are like my old ones, but I wear these to practice because I don't want to get my new ones messed up. So these are like my practice glasses, if that makes sense. So before I begin, I want y'all to know that the school that I go to is like a school that like it's one of those schools that you got to get accepted into. So with that being said, we wouldn't have as many people trying out as a traditional school would. So that's the only difference. It's still like a challenge, like it's still competition when it comes to like who you're trying out with, but it's less people. It's around 40, no, it was around 50 people that tried out. For some people 50 people may be a lot. For some people it may be like half of the amount of people that were trying out for their school. But that's basically some background. But with that being said, I want to give y'all some like tips and tricks to kind of like boost your chances on making your team. And I want y'all to know that I did winter cheerleading for middle school back in 7th grade, which was almost 2 years ago. So, and I had tryouts a couple months ago, so I didn't really have any prior experience. I didn't do any out of school cheerleading stuff. It was all just like literally everything was just in school for a couple months for winter cheerleading, like I said. So that's basically it. These tips and tricks are for people who don't have like as much experience or even no experience, because I feel like these are some tips that help me because I legit know nothing about cheer. Like I knew some of the like the things like high V's and low V's and that type of stuff, but like I went to these tryouts not knowing too much. The only thing that I really knew how to do was tumble because I did gymnastics a couple years ago, so I knew how to do like back handsprings and round offs and that type of stuff. So that kind of like boosts my chances already. Your team may give you extra points for knowing how to tumble. I know my team did, so I got those extra points obviously. But I'm gonna actually begin. I know I keep on saying I'm gonna begin, but I'm gonna begin now. So the first tip I'm gonna give to you is to smile during tryouts. You don't want to look mean, and besides, your job like when you're cheerleading is to literally smile all the time. So you want to show them like how you're going to be during game day. So please don't look mean. I know you're probably nervous, but don't look mean or rude. You're not better than anyone. Like, even if you are better than everyone else there, don't don't be stubborn and don't look cocky, you know what I mean? So just make sure you're smiling. The coaches love to see that. They love to pick out happy people, because your goal is to basically engage the crowd and like hype up the crowd or whatever, but you got to be smiling during that whole time. So make sure you're smiling during practice. The second thing is, email the coach or coaches about any questions you have. They like when athletes want a better understanding on different things before tryouts. I know I ended up emailing my coach for tryouts and she never responded. Like, I legit waited like 2 weeks for her to respond and she never responded. The third thing is, be open to learn by upperclassmen or people that have been on the team before. The reason I'm saying that is because if they obviously have experience on the team or like have experience doing cheer, they probably know a little bit more than you do and like have techniques that can help you and can boost your chance on getting onto the team. So definitely listen to them. Don't be stubborn. Don't be like, I don't need your help. Nope. Yes, you do, because those upperclassmen, they're gonna help you. So that's that. We got put into groups of 4 and I got put in the group with all upperclassmen. So I was the only freshman there. Everyone else was upperclassmen. So I was blessed enough to be put in a group where like most of them were already on a team before. So it was kind of like they knew what the coaches were looking for. So like I said, be open to take advice or constructive criticism from them, because it's going to help you in the long run. All right, I think this is the 4th thing. Be assertive and transparent. Even if you're nervous, the coaches don't need to see that. Act like you're confident, and then like real confidence will like spawn. So I know you're nervous, because I know I was. Like, it takes like 30 minutes to get there, 40 minutes to get there. So I was so nervous during the whole car ride. It was so bad, y'all. Like, I was a freshman. I didn't know anybody. I was so scared. I didn't know the coaches. Shoot, I didn't even know how to get around the school. Like, that open house thing, like, you don't remember that stuff. So I was really scared. I was really nervous. The only thing I could really do in that situation was pray, obviously, but then also like remember that you got to be confident, you know what I mean? Like, it's just a high school cheerleading trials. It's not like someone's dying. So that's basically that. And this is the 5th tip. So practice, obviously. I need you to like fully engage and fully try to, even if you don't understand, I need you to try to understand the things that you're being taught during trials, because if you don't fully understand it, you're cooked. Like, you gotta understand what you're doing. And I know it's scary sometimes to be like, hey, can we do that again? But they're asking you for a reason. Like, they're trying to help you. So if you really need to practice something again, ask, you know what I mean? Oh, and also some freshmen were recording this. One lady ended up doing the chair again so people could record, but they were doing it far away from my group and I, so I wasn't able to record because they were like not near me at all, and they didn't like inform us that they were going to be doing the chair again. So that's why I couldn't record the chair. Because it was my freshman year, I was kind of like scared to ask anybody for like the video. So the 6th tip is make conversation with at least one person. It's good to be cool with or be familiar with at least one person you're trying out with. So I know sometimes it's scary to approach new people, especially upperclassmen and people you don't know. And I know you'll probably heard this saying, upperclassmen don't value freshmen, or lowerclassmen, they don't really like, you know, respect them, which I guess it's kind of true to some point. I'm not sure yet, but I would just say try to approach at least one person. You never know like how much it's going to help you, even if you're just like, you know, saying hi. Like, for example, during tryouts, I think we were taking a water break and I ended up just drinking my water, but then I was just awkwardly standing next to this like one girl because she was next to me drinking her water too, but then she put it down and it was just awkward just standing there. So I ended up taking that awkwardness away and just saying, hey, like, what's your name? So she told me her name, I told her mine, and she basically told me like that she had experience doing out of school cheer, and that she was an upperclassman, and that she was on a team before. So that's how you build relationships and form connections. So I really recommend you doing that. Also, it takes you out of your comfort zone, and also if it's your freshman year, you need to step out a little bit more. Like, this is the year that you become more social, whether you like it or not. Like, you don't become more social, but like you're surrounded with more people, so you kind of have no choice but to talk to people sometimes. So I'm glad that I did that. It just, you know, it wasn't the most comfortable thing to do for me, but you know, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. So this is the last and final tip. I feel like this is really, really important. When it comes to all cheer teams, it's not like limited to my cheer team. I feel like all coaches are looking for this, but you need to have sharp, tight movements when you're doing your like different things. Like coaches, legit, it depends on your school really, but when you're doing cheerleading, you need to have your sharp and tight movements. You need to be tight. Like that's the number one thing. Be tight, be tight, be tight, because if you're not, you're gonna look wobbly and floppy and it's not gonna look neat. You know what I mean? You gotta look uniform. So make sure you're tight. And if you're not, or if you find it hard to be tight, that means you need to work out in those areas. Like usually it's supposed to be tight. Well, usually when I say be tight and sharp, I'm really referring to like your hand movements and stuff. Make sure you're like, you know, getting the proper workouts when it comes to like your arms and stuff. You could do like arm circles or whatever you gotta do, but make sure those movements are tight because they will pick up on that. But that's really all I have for you guys today when it comes to the advice. I hope you were able to like benefit from some of this stuff. And if you have any questions before you try out, please feel free to ask me because I will give you my honest answer. But like I said, I didn't really have a lot of cheer experience before tryouts. I did it for a couple months from winter cheerleading from middle school, and that was like 2 years ago. So I guess I would count that as cheer experience, but like I kind of wouldn't at the same time because at tryouts they had us doing like jumps and tumbling and stuff. So it's not really the same thing. Like with winter cheerleading from middle school, all they had us do was like cheer. There was no stunting, there was no tumbling, there was no jumps. So that was it. If you, like I said, if you have any questions, reach out to me, and I hope this can just help you before you try out. So as of right now, it's 6:06, and I told y'all that my bus comes around 6:31, and right now I just want to like eat and feed my cat. I don't know if it's just me, but like whenever I have to eat, I'm just like not hungry in the mornings. Like I can't explain it. It depends on how early it is, but like usually I'm just like too tired to eat, or like it's like I'm hungry but I'm not at the same time. Like I feel like I can't eat but at the same time I need to eat. So that's that, and I'll probably talk to y'all after I'm done eating or something. I'll talk to y'all.
Alright y'all, so I'm gonna just do my grateful cat's litter because he stinks, honestly. So I'm gonna just do his litter and then feed him, and I'll talk to y'all later.
I'm still a fan, even though it's salty. Need to see you.
Alright y'all, like I said, I'm not really that hungry. Like I'm about to just eat an apple or something. I don't know. Yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just eat an apple because that's the only thing I really feel like eating. But I'm gonna take a snack. I guess I'm gonna take a healthy snack. A protein energy bar. I bought these. They're pretty good. They're pretty good. So I'm gonna probably take this. I'll take another apple. But that's basically, ooh, I'm definitely not taking this one. But yeah, that's basically it. I'm probably gonna film my outro because it's around 6:20 and I like to be at the bus early so I don't miss it, obviously. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really, really appreciate it, and let me know if you benefited from this video. Let me know if my tips helped you make tryouts or make the team, and I'll talk to y'all later. I love you all. Bye. Do not be afraid, for I am with you. Isaiah 41 verses 10.